Yo, what's going on everyone? It is Unravel once again, back with another banger here this time. So a few days ago I asked on Twitter about if I should make a tier list regarding the best players on Warzone Mobile currently. Now I'm not talking about controller players, no Cronus tiers, I'm talking simply touch, game sense, game skill, individual skill, it's all about that. And so we got a good amount of support on that tweet with about 30 replies. And so yeah, here it is. Let's jump right into it, guys. So this is the tier list right here. We have it from S plus to D. And we have all these players around here. I can drag and drop them whenever. And it's about 35 something people. I tried to do my best to get as many people as I could, which are actually good and somewhat, not retarded or bad. And there are some people who you can see are definitely not worth putting on here, but it's just for laughs and gigs. And so yeah, let's get started. The first person we have on the list is Jules. Now Jules is actually not bad of a player. Unfortunately, she gets very unlucky and is not much of a mechanical player. She has the iPad, she has the aim a bit, but it's just in, somewhere around the C tier. Now then, next person we have is Divine. He's a good Indian player and has a good skill set, not gonna lie. Unfortunately, he's more of a team player. And on to already the biggest step up here, we have Smoothman. Now Smoothman is just an auto S+. I don't think you need to say anything, whether it's, on controller or on touch. He is the peak right now. He's the current peak and he's what you need to strive for. Next person we have on the list is Improvings. Improvings is by far the worst player, so there is no doubt that my decision right now is absolutely perfect. He is, if there was a tier below this, I'd put him there too. Unfortunately, there isn't. And so, on to our next guy, Leaker the Bot, also known as the Leaker Bot. He is surprisingly, when I came to this game, I didn't realize Leaker would actually be this good of a player. He just came from playing Apex Mobile and all, just normal games, caught him sometimes, but on Warzone Mobile, he definitely has the game sense, mainly because he's also played the PC version from Iron Trials and all, which was also a good game mode on the PC version. And so he definitely has a good amount of game sense compared to all these other players. And so I debate whether he's low S or A. So I'll see. I'll maybe drag and drop him up and down, but for now I'll put him in A tier. Next on the list we have Meko. Meko, honestly, no doubt S tier. He is my teammate. Maybe I'm being a bit biased, even though Leaker was also my teammate, but Meko is just an astonishing player. His skill set does not disappoint. Now, unfortunately for Myth, he is very nerfed. Okay, he's nerfed as fuck because he lives in Oceania, or should I say Australia, and so his Wi-Fi just goes absolutely trash. But he is a good player. Namish Kadem. He is by far the most rigorous, hard-working trash can on this tier list, and so he's an instant D. Next up on the list we have Bobby Plays. Now Warzone Mobile partner and all, it doesn't come with skill, I guess, the title, because this dude has missed mags live on the screen, live on Warzone Mobile's official, YouTube channel. He's missed mags absolutely, and so he is going straight C tier because he's not really that bad. Next up on the list we have Pansy. Pansy is surprisingly good, The only thing stopping him is that he, I guess, relies on his team a lot more. Next, after Pansy, we got Rabalo. Rabalo is very debated. I'm probably gonna put Rabalo behind Myth because he is blind as hell. I don't think he plays with sound, and he gets shredded. I don't know why. It's like Rabalo gets bullied in, the game. He's not bad. He's not bad. He can do better. But yeah, no. We got Deathly up next. Deathly is probably a high B tier because he's got most of the game's, settings and all, everything down. He plays it up, jump spam, whatever, playing with the aim. Good amount of game sense too, I guess. Well, he's been a pro player and he's actually very versatile in every game he's played, and so I'll put him up there. 010U. This is actually a very good player. It is very unfortunate what happens to this guy. Whenever he's in game, he always dies to the most unfortunate things, and that's because he doesn't have the game sense. That's, well, the only, lackluster thing, because one time he was trying to revive us, but he didn't realize that buy stations don't work in the void, so I'd probably put him low A. Actually, I'll put him high B. High B is probably, oh, well, I don't think it's, oh, okay, works now. High B is for him. Now, on the list, another anticipated step up is Ghosty. Now, Ghosty is arguably one of the best, you could say, phone players on Warzone Mobile right now. We haven't seen him in scrims. That's the only issue because he's NA, even though a majority of the people, not from Europe are still playing scrims. I don't know why he has an issue, but yeah, I guess he just doesn't want to play. But unfortunately for him, he called me a random on his stream for some reason, so I'll just put him in low B, or well, low D actually. Yeah, I don't really like that shit, bro. I do not care. Pixie. Pixie is definitely low B. I mean low A. Why low A? I'll explain it. It's because he's from India. Exile on the list is definitely C tier. I don't see him really just going up a notch. Maybe because he's in Japan right now with bad ping. So maybe that's why, but yeah, no. Hades. Hades is probably S+. Yes, no, not probably. Definitely S+. By far. Game skill, game sense, obviously he's a Rain player, he knows how to play, so he's got everything down already, like smoothment, and so good player overall. And yeah, he's another peak you need to reach. S+ is just the peaks of the peak, Next up on the list, you got me. Now, I'm not going to be biased, but I think I'm at least a high A tier, mainly because on this list there's only a very few amount of people that can be better than me in, aim wise. The only issue I have is that I don't really focus much on my movement and I lack in game sense. But when it comes to aim, I probably out aim, some of the S tiers here too. Indori YT, he's from Team India. Yeah, I don't need much explanation, they just write a lot. Fantas is S tier, no doubt. Fanta's team, like Fanta's duo, his team too. Fanta's duo is obviously Impulse. They both call each other bald ass bitches. They're fun guys, they're fun guys. And Fantas has definitely showed up himself in tournaments and scrims, and definitely consistent player too. Next up on the list, we got Kaislo. Now, I haven't seen Kaislo much on scrims. Obviously, he hasn't played scrims. He does play on customs. He gets good kills and all, but the thing is, I can't really judge his skill. I'd put him probably above 010U, maybe, because he has, like, a good amount of gun skill I've seen on his streams. Champy, undoubtedly, Champy stands at what? Champy stands between us. between me and Leaker, I think Champy stands there. Champy, for some reason, always gets the most fortunate outcomes compared to me, but my issue is that I lag a lot. If I didn't lag, I'd probably be a good player, like, among the S tiers too, but unfortunately, I'm not that good. So, and, you know, the Wi-Fi just kills me off. It's not worth it. We got NZ on the list. NZ is definitely a low B. He just started playing customs, I think. He is good. Obviously, great trick shots. He's been doing that from, you know, COD-M, but I wouldn't say the skill transfers here. Next up, we got Knives. Knives is, to be honest, better than Pansy. He is on phone, but he has a lot of potential and skill, because I've seen good clips from him too. The only thing stopping these people from going into S and S plus is the fact that these dudes don't play scrims. These don't, like, they're not playing tournaments, they're not playing scrims. Even though we just had only 2 tournaments up till now, these guys should still, you know, incorporate themselves in it and actually play. Sleepy Soul. Sleepy on roller, maybe he'd probably be A. Touch, hell nah. Hell nah. Yeah, no, Sleepy is definitely around here. I'll put him near Jules. Like, near Jules is probably a good place. Next up, we got Impulse. Impulse is definitely better than Fantas, I know. Hopefully I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure he is. And another consistent player, he's probably enough to go S+, but I'm not too sure, you know. But definitely got the skill down. Rosie is low S+. If I'd say, if he went against Impulse, it's 50-50 on who's gonna win in gunfights. Now then, E-Pulse is definitely another S+ tier. E-Pulse is... he gets insane amount of kills, E-Pulse, no doubt. But I'm still confused who's actually better, E-Pulse or is it Smoothman? Now then, we have Ferg on the list next. Ferg is... oh, come on. Content creators can't be good, man. Trust. And so I'd probably put him below Rebalo. Because, well, I've seen some of the clips. Maybe he does, you know, get that bread in-game. In Verdansk, of all places, with insane amount of, you know, bad players. It's like playing against 2-finger iOS players, but yeah. Next up on the list, third last, we got Void. Void, S+, yeah. Void stands S+, but we're talking individual. If this was, like, taking overall everything, he'd probably be, like, somewhere here. Void is the type of guy to push a 1v4 all by himself and still take out 1 to 2 people. He literally did that with Fantas team. Took out Impulse somehow. And so he stands above maybe Rosie. Hades, I'm not too sure. But yeah, that's where I'd put him. Yugabu. Team player mainly. Not too bad solo. But I believe he stands C tier. At least above Jules, definitely. Next we got up Eastwinds. Eastwinds, another great player. Haven't seen him in scrims, I'm pretty sure. Customs, definitely. And so I believe he's as good as Knives. So I'll put him right below here. So that was the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed and liked it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Enemy movement moving.
Should have thought that one through.